There is a moment in every life when something inside you wakes up before you do. A silent rupture, a tiny rebellion in the dark. You feel it, not as clarity, but as discomfort, a subtle ache that whispers, "This is no longer who you are." Most people run from that whisper, but you paused, and that pause is the beginning of every life worth living. Hello, awakening. You unpredictable, inconvenient, merciless thing. You arrive like the truth people spend years avoiding. You don't knock, you don't negotiate, you simply enter, and everything that pretended to be stable begins to tremble. You're not a sunrise. You're the moment someone realizes they haven't seen one in a long time. They say the brain hates change. It clings to patterns, even the painful ones, because the familiar feels safer than the possibility of a better life. But you, awakening, you disturb the pattern. You make the safest prison feel too small. You don't come when someone is brave. You come when they're honest. And honesty is terrifying. It breaks the stories we've used to protect ourselves from ourselves. You expose the truth hiding under routines, the truth humming beneath tired smiles, the truth buried in the choices people keep delaying. You are the moment a person realizes their life is too quiet in all the wrong places, and too loud in all the ones that don't matter. They say awareness precedes transformation, but they never mention how much it hurts. How an awakening feels less like enlightenment and more like a fracture. The mind splitting open to let a new possibility breathe. You don't speak, you don't comfort, you simply reveal. And revelation is the most intimate violence. Yet, within that violence is something quietly beautiful. Every awakening begins from exhaustion. The deep tiredness that comes not from life itself, but from living too small inside it. And in that exhaustion, you place a seed. The idea that something else is possible. Not promised, just possible. You are the moment someone stops asking, "What if it goes wrong?" and starts asking, "What if it goes right?" You're the shift in the spine, the inhale that shakes, the decision that scares a person because it finally feels true. You are the space between who they were and who they must become. And crossing that space is the quietest form of courage. Psychologists call it cognitive dissonance. Poets call it rebirth. Surgeons call it incision. But everyone agrees on one thing. No one walks away from you unchanged. You dismantle the person we were, so we can meet the person we were supposed to be. So, awakening, be kind when you can, But don't you dare be gentle. The world does not transform with soft truths. It transforms when a person finally admits their old life no longer fits who they are becoming. Stay close to those who fear you. They are the ones who need you most. And when you arrive like a quiet storm, unavoidable, honest, and full of beginnings. Good night, awakening. And to anyone listening, if something inside you has stirred, don't silence it. That's the sound of your life asking to begin again.